Alright, this is episode 10 of Real Talk with Dale
and Heather.
And this week's topic will be about water.
Yep.
But first things first. What did you get into this week, my dear?
I took notes.
You did last time, too.
I know, but I'm getting better at writing stuff down now than I was before.
Yeah.
Since, was it last Wednesday or Tuesday Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday,
because
Thursday.
Yeah, we harvested
Friday.
for the last market.
Yep.
Last week. And that took Thursday and Friday. We ended up taking up a lot of stuff, some more sunchokes, and there was another new thing we took. Can't think of what it was. We took horseradish and the horseradish crowns. I was thinking there was, but we had a lot on our table.
Oh yeah.
At the last market. It turned out to be a really good day. It was a long one, but it was a good day.
Fair bit of foot traffic.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good day.
Yeah. So
kept our average above where we wanted it, but I'm not going to complain about that.
Exactly. Yeah. Got into
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to read my notes.
You got notes there. Still know what you did.
Yeah. Well, I got into repotting my bigger Vix plants.
Yep.
I had my bigger versions of Vix plants, so I sell the singles. And earlier in the season, somebody had the idea that I should make bigger versions of that and try to sell.
They didn't want the big ones, they wanted the small ones.
Yeah, everybody wanted the singles, not the bigger ones, in case they killed it or something. So I think
it probably grew on asphalt.
I think so. I had, I think, 5 or 6 bigger versions that needed cut down because they was winding. They had grown and I left them go, and I had to cut them down and then repot them so that I could take them into the house for the winter because they won't survive outside over our cold winter. So I worked on trimming them and repotting them. On Sunday, and you got into
Sunday. What did I do Sunday? Oh yeah, I took down. That was Sunday. That's Saturday.
No, you didn't.
I mowed it Sunday, but I took the fence down Saturday.
Okay. Well, I must have took the note on the wrong day. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you still got it all.
That was taught again, just so you know.
He must know when we're doing the video. But
so Saturday, I took the fence down and moved the chicken tractor that we had our older hens in down below. And then Sunday, I mowed that area.
Yeah, you mowed it. While I was working on the Vix plants.
And put a tarp on it.
Yeah.
Tarp.
And it got windy. Every time we do something with a tarp.
Yeah, it was calm all day till I got the tarp out. And then after I got the tarp down, it got calm again.
Does anybody else have that problem? Because
it feels like we always
every time.
I think it's just a coincidence, but it does feel that way.
I think somebody was watching and turned the fan on. Oh my gosh. We didn't really get into too much on Sunday.
Not really. We didn't do much Sunday.
We was kind of taking it easy. So after he did that, and I did the Vix plants, and we helped the neighbor out for a little bit.
Oh yeah, he got his dogs trained, and we need to go beat on his door. I forgot about that.
To help train the dogs. We then came back and we sat down and watched a movie.
Yep.
Seems to be something we're doing now on Sunday evenings.
Seems to be.
But it was a really good movie.
Tyson's Run. It's on Angel Network. I don't know if it's doing anything else or not.
I don't know.
Network. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good streaming service, actually.
Yeah. And they have really good, and it was a true story, too.
Yeah, well, based on a true person.
Well, yeah. But it was really good, and we sat and watched that and relaxed the rest of the day.
Yep.
And one of our customers was nice enough to bring me some more carrots that she had canned from, I can't remember. 22, probably.
22 or 23, one of them.
Yeah. And her kids quit eating carrots.
Don't blame them.
and she had gave me some canned carrots.
Oh.
I don't know, at the beginning of the season, maybe.
Yeah, maybe not quite, but it's been a good 2 months probably.
Yeah. And so I was giving her jars back as I ate them. But I thought, well, it's the end of the season. I'm not probably going to see her very much over the winter unless she comes for lettuce and stuff. So I just bought new jars and gave her jars in place of all of them now. And she's like, well, I got 11 more jars for you. I was like, oh my gosh, our pantry's going to be filled with carrots.
Yeah, because you got all of her and you canned them.
And I canned, yeah. So now I'm stocked. I'm really good for carrots.
You don't need carrots for 3 or 4 more years, probably.
What?
That's not true.
That's not true.
She does eat a fair amount of carrots.
I do.
I don't care for them myself.
But
they're already fresh. I don't mind a fresh carrot, like a vegetable tray, but as far as eating them cooked, no.
So they're all mine. So she dropped them off on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Then Monday was
the day that we took sausage gravy and biscuits to the butcher shop.
They went bye-bye off the farm.
All we got now is just egg layers.
Yeah. But now I look over there all the time just out of habit.
Yep.
To like, where are they? What are they doing? Are they looking up this way? And it's kind of weird not having them. Because you get used to them, and then they kind of would make noise and to let you know that I see you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they went to the butcher on Monday, 10 a.m. We had to have them there.
We had them at 10. We got them there probably 10 till, maybe 5.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be later than that because we hadn't really gotten them trained to go up into the trailer.
No, we didn't. I wanted to do that. I never did do it. I was afraid of them
coming out.
I wasn't afraid of them coming out. I was afraid of them chewing the trailer up, chewing the tires off, busting the lights out of it, ripping the wiring out.
They had gotten pretty. They had a lot of weight to them.
Yeah, no, we don't know what they weighed.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were pretty good sized pigs.
Yeah.
I didn't trust them with the trailer in there, so I didn't put it in there till
that morning.
But they knew the building. They knew their shelter thing or whatever.
Yeah, that you had built.
Oh man, because we had it in there for a week or so before I mounted it to the trailer.
Yeah.
And we got them up in it. They actually got up in there pretty easy. It took us a little bit to get them in there, but it wasn't that bad.
I think I had to bribe them with some tomatoes. That's all it took.
Yep.
We put food and water up in there, and it was like, oh, I don't know. And then I threw some scratch on the ground, and you got straw.
They don't call it scratch for pigs. They call it cracked corn.
Or cracked corn, yeah. They're treats.
What you call it when you feed the chickens.
Well, the cracked corn that I gave as treats all the time, and he put straw down over the
sausage gravy would crawl right up in there. He didn't even care. But biscuits was very sketchy on that
crate or the
clunking sound of the trailer.
Yeah.
Ingate in the ramp part. So I got a bale of straw and put down.
And then he was like rooting around in the straw. Yeah. And we then threw tomatoes, and then they was like, oh, tomatoes up in there. Like, yep, should just put tomatoes in.
Right when I turned the camera off. I'll bet it wasn't 2 minutes after I turned off the camera. They get up in there.
They get up in, and it's like we had no time to go turn the camera on.
No, as soon as they got up in there, I put the gate
down,
and latched it in.
and then they started kind of having a commotion because they was trapped in there and didn't know what to do, and so then they started like climbing.
Yeah.
It was like they was.
I don't know if they could have got out, but they didn't have room to jump. They was too cramped.
Yeah.
And I don't think they could climb with their back legs. Wouldn't be able to climb up the thing. So I don't think they could have got out. But
they was trying to do what they could to get their head up so they could see.
Yeah.
And they was like, if you wouldn't have been right there on the back, shoving them back down in,
I don't think they would have got out.
I don't think they'd have got out, but they would have like stayed there and been like,
yeah.
I'm looking.
As soon as I pushed their heads back down to get them down, they stayed down.
True, and then they started just going around.
I never got a scrap piece of plywood and screwed it to the top so they couldn't get out.
Yeah.
But they didn't pop their heads up again after that.
No, not after that.
I think they would have been fine.
Yeah.
You never
They
know.
kind of then went back to eating the food that was in their bucket and stuff.
Yeah, they did.
And slopping up the water that was spilling everywhere. And then it was like, okay, they're in, they're down.
Yep.
Let's head to the
Car
butcher.
up and off we went.
Yep. And the butcher's only 2 minutes from here.
Well, I'd say 5.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So we didn't have to take them very long. And
As soon as we got there and opened up the gate, and he opened up the door to the stall they put them in, they just moseyed right down there.
yeah, it was like, oh, we're at our next place
Yep.
to adventure.
Yep.
And they just walked right in there. Like, see you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we left.
Yeah.
And we'll go back either Monday or Tuesday and pick them up.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
But, yeah, pigs are no more on the homestead.
Yep. No more piggies.
We had them, 6 months?
Yeah, right at. I think we got them in late March.
Yeah, like the 17th or something.
Somewhere in there.
But
right out of March.
they was
6 months.
a joy to have on the
They
homestead.
Were fun. They were fun.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
they got bigger, it was more, I don't know, they wanted to come and
they would
check you out more.
Yeah, they did. When they were littler, they didn't really care.
Yeah.
But when they got bigger, they
like to push and shove. And
yeah, they did. I mean, but they weren't.
they weren't doing it out of.
No, the one that could have cared less. Sausage Gravy, he could have cared less what you did.
Yeah.
Biscuits was the nosy one,
And a bully.
and he was a bully, but he would if I would go in there with him, he would always want to put his nose on my leg, his muddy pig nose. He was smeared everywhere.
It was like he was marking
And then,
his
yeah,
property.
and he would use my leg for a scratch, and he would just get down and rub his neck on.
Oh my gosh. They went crazy on that scratching post we
Yeah.
had. They ripped it apart. We had to take it out.
Yeah,
But boy, did they enjoy it when they had it.
until he tore it apart.
Yeah.
Then that T-post stayed in there till I took it out the other day.
And it was like
It was bent.
bent sideways.
Yeah.
Boy, yeah. As they got bigger, they got stronger. And
Oh, yeah.
it was like, yeah, there'd have been no way I could have, like, I wish we'd have worked with them a little bit more.
They were pretty tame.
Oh, yeah, they was. Yeah, we could get in and out
You could get in
and
and out and they'd
pet them and feed them and everything else. But,
they were cool.
yeah,
They were cool.
yeah. But, so after we got back from the pigs, then it was, okay,
Then we did paperwork.
then we did the
Then we did
paperwork. Yeah.
And
And then you took apart the trailer.
took the trailer part thing out of it and organized it. Put it where I know where it's at the next time I need it.
Yep. So it's
Little
already put,
Animal hauler.
yeah. It's put away till next year
And made
when
another
we use
shelf
it.
in the carport. Put totes on top of.
Yeah. And then you
And then,
texted your wood chip dealer.
oh yeah, went down and got more wood chips, wood shavings.
He had more, and
And that was Monday too when chip drop actually came. They do exist. If everybody wonders,
no, that wasn't Monday. That was
it was Monday.
we got back from the market on Saturday.
I guess it was Saturday.
Yeah, I forgot.
I guess it was
that
Saturday.
was not on my list. But yeah, that was Saturday because we were sitting down.
We sat down.
Just to sit and relax for a second after we got home, and it was like, what is that noise outside? And here he must have pulled in and pulled out and was trying to find the right place until I opened the door, and then he called and was like, where you want these wood chips? But I couldn't hardly understand them. And I was like, my husband's coming out to tell you. And then he said, where do you want the wood chips? Like a robot. And I was like, if you look, you will see my husband coming down to you. And then he hung up on me.
It's because he's seen me.
Yeah, thank goodness. Because I didn't want to have to repeat myself again.
Well, we've been on chip drops thing, and you renew it, what, every month?
Every
week?
month they send a thing.
You got to renew it to stay on the list. And we was on it for
10 years?
I would have said maybe 8 to 10 probably.
Well, I just got another email saying that since they dropped the last load on Saturday, now I have to renew it all with updated info and everything because now we're off the list. Because we got delivered to one time, we're now off the list. And if I want back on the list, I have to redo everything and say where we're located and directions and everything else.
I see. So I didn't realize that.
So we can go back on the list. I thought we would just stay on the list.
That's what I thought too.
Nope. One and done unless you renew.
You have to renew. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But anyways, they really do truly exist.
They do exist.
Yep.
But it was from some tree. I can't think of the name of the tree place. But they must have been working close enough that they delivered.
Before later, they wouldn't have came.
Yeah. But Chip Drop sent an email. I got probably 2 or 3 emails from them saying, did they deliver? How was it? If they didn't deliver, let us know so that we can let you on the list and so that we can see why they didn't deliver. They gave the tree company's name and phone number so you could get in touch with them if you needed to. It was kind of interesting that they did all that. But yeah. But we finally got.
Yep.
Yeah.
I cleaned out that would have been was that Monday? No, it was Tuesday. It was last night. No, it was Monday. It was Monday when I cleaned out we cleaned up around the pigs area.
That was Monday.
That was Monday.
Yeah, you did that while I cut down the lettuce and basil.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
The one row of lettuce in the garden needed to come out, so I cut it to the ground. And the basil, since the market's done.
We don't eat basil, we just sell it.
Yeah, so I cut all the basil to the ground.
Yep.
And you worked on the pig area.
Yeah, I got it all cleaned up.
That was a lot of...
yeah, there was a fair bit of straw and stuff in there. I don't know how many wheelbarrow loads I took to the chickens.
I wish I had counted each time you went past the garden and back. I know your step count was up there.
It was up pretty high that day.
Wish I had a counter for every time I bent.
A bend counter.
A bend counter. Because, oh my gosh, bend over, get up, bend over, cut, throw over.
Last evening, I worked all freaking night trying to figure out the chicken door.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The chicken door's been acting a little goofy and it has an automatic time to set.
Yeah, so when it opens, when it closes.
Yeah. And
you put the time in and tell what time you want to open, what time you want to close.
Yeah, and it's really nice.
Works really good.
Yeah. But it's been acting goofy and changing its own time and everything. So we was going to plug it in, but we couldn't find the cord.
Couldn't find the cord, so then we grabbed the other one. We had a spare.
a spare door.
And it never had the cord in it, and the box it was in, for whatever reason, never had a cord.
I don't know.
Then the solar part of it didn't work. Anyways, we have one is in the trash can, and the other one is laying on that table beside the camera in parts.
Yeah. And
we
here,
got one on order.
Yeah, one's on order, and the one that you put back on their door to have a door on it last night was the one that was on the chicken.
Yeah, the one down
the
there.
The portable chicken house.
That was fine. I mean, we still had a spare.
Thank goodness. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But it don't have the time
no, you just
to
gotta
close.
hold the button on what time you want to open, what time you want to close, and it'll memorize what time it is.
Yeah. But I ordered another one. It said it should come, I think, next Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We need extra one or two, because when we do the chickens in a separate place, it's nice to have that on.
Oh yeah.
That one down there too. So, and well, did the chicken door, and you started trimming the tomatoes.
Started to. I finished the one that evening.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
They needed done.
Because them cherry tomatoes, they was up and over and going.
How tall they would be if they were straight up.
Oh my gosh, it was so crazy. Some of the stems then was coming down, and now I have to climb a
ladder to get up there and pick.
Climb a ladder to get the cherry tomatoes. And the stems would be hitting me in the head and sticking to my hair, and I'd come down out of there with pieces of tomato. I'm like, okay, so you got to work on these.
Yeah, well, I wanted to anyways, and then I just never took the time to.
But got it done tonight.
Yeah, got dark on me last evening.
Yeah.
So I live as soon as I got home this evening. I finished it. I would have finished it last evening for that stupid chicken dinner.
Yeah, that took more time than I thought it would. But
yeah, well.
And I started rolling up hoses that we had going to the garden down below in the field. We had them just laying.
We had 2 or 3 hoses down there,
one hose up here, so that we could just string it along as we needed. But the year is coming to an end that all the hoses could be.
Yes, it is. All the hoses
wound up and
need to be soon put away.
Yeah, but
before they freeze. But that gets us into our topic.
Yes, it does.
Garden hoses get us into the topic.
Yep.
So right now, this year started out as an extremely wet season, and it ended as an extremely dry season. We had floods and droughts all in the same year. I mean, it truly went from one extreme to the next. I don't know if the entire month of August even rained.
I don't think. And if it did, it was just like a quarter inch or something.
Yeah, and this month that I can think of off the top of my head, last Wednesday maybe, we got about a half inch of rain. Right? It was Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day it was. And then yesterday and today, between both days, it rained off and on yesterday and today. And we got about 0.7 of an inch roughly.
Yeah. Which ain't a lot, but at least it's something.
It's something.
Yeah. After not having no rain and it being so dry and so hot for so long.
Yeah, miserable.
Yeah.
Briefly.
Yeah, very.
So right now what we do for our farm is we save rainwater. We use strictly rainwater for everything. We water the gardens. We water all of our plants. We water all of our animals. All that comes from rainwater. And we never ran out, knock on wood. We never did run out of water. We was really, really close.
How close do you think we was? Last you looked, or?
Oh, the big tank, the last I looked, had 200 gallons in it, but I know we watered the pigs and the garden a few times.
After that.
So it was probably empty. To be honest, it probably had.
I was afraid to go up and look.
The tanks, the two, we have a 1,500-gallon tank behind the house. We have two 275-gallon tanks on this side of the house. We have two 275-gallon tanks attached to this building that we're in right here. And we have the same thing in our greenhouse.
Of the 2 tanks, yeah.
The tanks in our greenhouse was clear empty.
I had just enough to do one more watering, and that would have been a very light watering.
I didn't realize you had any left.
It was probably only, I could have just went through and gave everything just a light cover, and that would have been the end of it.
Okay, I didn't realize that. The two up on this side that we water our chickens out of, they was still roughly half full, which they still would be because I didn't fill them up. And the 2 hooked to this building, one of them probably was half, maybe a little bit more, and the other one was probably less than 100 gallons into one, probably 75 maybe in it. Maybe.
Wow, yeah.
And now, this evening, we filled one of the tanks up in the greenhouse. Both of these tanks up to this building's over half full now, both of them are. And the big tank, after we filled that, we pump it out of it into the ones in the greenhouse and the ones that we water our chickens out of on this side of the house. After we filled that one tank up, we got about 450 gallons of water in it, which, so we gained about probably roughly 900 gallons of water that we gained out of 7/10 of an inch.
Okay.
Roughly.
And that's from having...
That's from here and the big tank and the ones filling up out here.
6 tanks of different sizes.
6 275-gallon tanks and one 1,500-gallon tank.
Hooked to different spots.
Right.
2 on the house, 2 this building, 2 in the greenhouse that can't collect on its own. We have to...
yeah, they can't collect on their own.
Yeah, I wish they did, but...
We pump into them. I think those tanks, when I do finally hook the gutter up through our solar array, it'll fill the bottom tank. It won't be able to fill the top tank because it's not going to be high enough.
Okay.
But I think it'll be able to fill one up off of it.
Okay. Well, that'll be nice.
That's my plan anyway, is just to route
that into that
over to there.
Okay.
If I can't get it over to there, I'll put it in these tanks because this building don't fill them up real quick.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that'll be nice.
One of the others where it's going to go.
Yeah. But having all them tanks, 6 tanks, different sizes, hooked to different...
What are you counting?
Or yeah. Hooked to different areas. And we still came so close to running out.
We did run out, actually. That's the closest we ever been.
And that's... If we wouldn't have gotten the pigs and had to water them all summer, with how hot it was...
If we wouldn't have had to, but it is what it is.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying that...
We would have used more in the garden. We wouldn't have conserved as much.
That's the thing, yeah. We conserved because we was using out of the same tank
which
for
made
both.
our lettuce, spinach, and beets suffered a little bit because we conserved so much. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
So we're thinking, much as we really hate to, I think on the property down across the road where the big garden is, I think we're going to drill a well down there. Much as I hate to do that. Not that I hate to do that, I just hate to spend that kind of money on a well.
Yeah. It costs way too much.
The water table here is not that low, or not that deep. Our well for the house is only like 80 feet deep, 75 or 80 feet is all the deeper it is. That property there is probably 30 or 40 feet lower in elevation than our house well is. So technically, they should hit water within 20 to 50 feet. How much we want them to drill is a different story. Until they have good water. I mean,
yeah.
so that's where our dilemma is. We wanted to do it last year, we never did. Several years ago, we tried to get a grant from the NRCS, but in this county, that's kind of a joke unless you're in the clique. And
Exactly.
We're not in the clique.
We're not in the clique.
No.
Yeah.
If we were on the other end of the county, where the county seat is, we probably would have got one pretty easily.
A lot of the farms up that way.
There was a mosquito on your neck.
A lot of the farms up that way gets grants all the time for whatever they put in for.
Do hot tunnels, they'll get a well.
Yeah.
There's a guy I used to work with that got a well from the NRCS when he first got married on a house that he bought. He wasn't even moved into that house yet. I don't even know if he closed on it before he was approved.
Really?
Yeah. But we tried to get one and couldn't. But you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah, I kept with them. I kept emailing them, calling them.
Yeah.
And, we'll get back to you next week. I'll hear something. I'll look into it. They came. We filled out paperwork. We even it took like 2 years for them to come back with.
They came back with their engineering team and asked me how I was where I wanted the well and how I was gonna pump it and how we was gonna irrigate and all this and that. And I went through all that stuff with them and thinking, yeah, we got it.
We got it.
But
and we never heard nothing from any of them since. And that was 4 years ago.
Probably 4 years ago.
They left here and had us thinking that this was going to be in the works and we'd have it done in a couple months. And I emailed the guy one time after that to get on him to look into it. And I think his response was that he would see what was going on with it within the week. And I never heard back. And I said, there ain't no use. If we want to do something, we'll do it ourselves. Grants are just for, a joke, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not a big fan of corporate welfare, and that's basically what a grant is corporate welfare.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that, but hey, if you can get free money for your business, good for you, you know.
Yeah, other people can, but
it is what it is. We don't need it to survive.
No.
You know?
No.
And I think that was part of their issue, that we don't need it to survive. I think if I didn't have an off-farm job, we probably would have got the grant. But the farm isn't our sole income.
Yeah.
It seems like people that generally do nothing but farm gets the grants pretty easily. People that do it as a side hustle,
they're like,
don't need it.
They might quit in a year or two.
I mean,
so
you know, whatever.
But
it is what it is.
It's our dream to do this. So
yeah, it's our dream to do this. So it's our responsibility to make sure it happens.
Yeah. So let the government out of it, and we'll do it our own way.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It just kind of makes you mad that they do that.
That you see other people getting what they ask for, and you don't.
Yeah.
It is frustrating, but
it is.
Can't cry or spill milk. It's not that big a deal. It is whatever.
Yeah. But if you're going to do a homestead and
you got to have water.
You got to have water. In one way or another, either knowing you got a well that's deep enough to sustain your house and your animals, and if you're doing a greenhouse. Mm-hmm. And if not, then if you're in a state where you can collect water, where there is some states you can't, I think I'd move out of them states.
The eastern part of this state you can't.
Really?
I don't know if you're allowed to in Garrett County or not, but I know you're not down around Chesapeake Bay. You're not allowed to collect rainwater.
Well, I think I'd move if you couldn't collect.
I'd just pay the fine. I ain't gonna worry about it.
That's kind of ridiculous.
I'm
It's
not
coming
gonna-
down free out of the sky.
I'm not gonna abide by an unjust law. I
Yeah,
don't really care.
exactly. But and we knew we couldn't. We had to have the rain to be able to help us
Yeah, we
water
have. We've
the
been,
plants.
We've been fortunate. We've
Last
never
year-
ran out.
Last year we got close to running out
Actually, the last
using the
couple of years we
rainwater, but this year it got really close.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're having to put our heads together and
did. Yeah.
decide what to do so we
Yeah.
don't get that close again.
Yeah.
But
I got an idea that I may try. Actually, I got the equipment to do it with. I'm gonna try first to do a sand point well, which I think I'll be able to get water. The sand point will only pump 20 feet. It won't pump any higher than that, any deeper than that. And I think I can probably hit water within 20 feet of the ground level. I think. And if I can, then see how much water we get out of that, if it's any good or not. And if it is, great. If it ain't, then we'll know roughly how deep we need to go.
true. Yeah.
But I got the pipes and the pumps and
Yeah.
the point and all that crap to do it with.
Yeah.
Just right now, the ground's so dang dry. It's hard. It's harder than rock.
Need it to rain and soften the ground up.
Yeah.
But
Which we talked about doing that before. Last year, I was going to work on it, and I never did get
well,
done.
you got started on
I
it,
started
and
on it, but the ground was too hard.
yeah,
Now I got me a motorized T-post driver.
which will come in handy
Which-
once again.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
And if that works for that easy paid for itself.
I think it done paid for itself.
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, but yeah, so
Yeah.
definitely a handy thing to have
So
on the
if we can
homestead.
get that, we do like we talked about before. If we can get that if that does actually get water, we can pump it up and get some more totes
Yeah,
and put on that property. And
Yep.
Pump it out of that into them totes and gravity feed it
yep, to the
to
gardens.
the gardens.
Yep, get another sumi soaker.
Yeah.
Sumi
So you'd
soaker.
have to, yeah.
Well,
we'd
get
have to get a pump for that, but that's fine.
Yeah,
I can run a solar radiator to that.
Yeah.
Or get a small solar panel over there in the battery.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be that big a deal.
yep. We got ideas,
We
but
do.
if you got something
But-
similar that you're working on, let us know about it. Or
Yeah.
or if
Well-
you have other ideas that might work for us, or
It is what it is. I mean, we don't need more water. Depends what we're growing. Most of what we grow down there, we dry farm that. The only thing we watered out of that whole garden was our beets.
yeah,
And when we first plant stuff, we'd water it
yeah,
the first week, maybe. Other than that, whatever it pulled out of the ground, we didn't water any of that stuff.
yeah.
We had a
Peppers
pretty good season.
hasn't
Peppers
been
I've
watered
never seen
at
water.
all, except for what they got when it flooded,
Yeah,
and they have produced so profusely.
yes.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen.
Still beautiful. I mean, they're still
Yeah,
green.
so green, and we had that frost. I thought that might have done them in or something.
But-
It took a couple leaves, but they're still.
Yeah, there was 2 or 3 plants that got burnt pretty good from that frost.
But
it
other than
never,
that-
yeah, it never killed them.
Oh, they're so nice.
But that shows the water table's not that low.
And that's down by where you was digging too. So, yeah,
Yeah,
yep. So we'll see.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
Out on the other end of the property, that field rather, it's a swamp out on that end of it,
yeah,
and just below it's a swamp that way too. So
so we got to hit water some.
yeah, well, the water ain't that deep.
Yeah, Yeah. But
I think the average, I looked it up not too long ago, the average average water in Garrett County is like 35 feet till you hit water. Now, how good the water is at 35 feet, I don't know, but that's the average.
okay. Well,
So I don't know. We'll see.
yeah.
We're going to try something. But that's definitely something that and then the question from last week was about wanting to sell produce. That's something you got to think about too, is water. If you have city water, or you have well, or you don't know what you're going to do with water, we wash our vegetables with our wells. So we know that's good water. So we're not worried too much about that. But
Yeah.
to actually water the ground is our issue.
Yeah. I think if everything would have gotten watered twice a day, like they definitely needed because of how hot it was, we would have had an even better
Yeah, for sure.
better time at market with all the produce,
Yep.
because a lot of the lettuce started bolting.
It did, because it wasn't getting, but we still
Yeah.
harvested off everything 3 times, which
True.
is what I want.
True. Yeah. But I think everything would have,
Our beans would have
Even-
done way better. Our beets would have done way better.
I think even the spinach and
Just all the
everything
spinach
would have
definitely
taken
would've.
off.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you definitely have to keep that in mind. If and when you up the amount of animals that you get on your farm,
Yep.
you got to think, okay, I'm taking care of the chickens with the money or the water that I'm getting from the rain, but will that also do pigs? Or
Right.
will I have to do them off the well?
The pigs don't drink a lot of water. They waste a lot of it to make themselves a
Puddle.
wallow. They don't drink much water.
They went to it and got a lot of drinks quite often,
Yeah,
but they
didn't
was
drink-
short drinks,
they
yeah.
didn't drink much.
But they let a lot like slop out of their
No,
mouth,
They
and
do that on purpose. They have somewhere to lay, just wallow around in the mud.
they were so funny to
They were
watch
funny.
get a drink and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, but there's a lot of things you got to think about.
Yep.
It's
Water's
not
a
just
small portion of
what plants to plant and where to plant it, or do I have the land to plant it. It's, do you have the water
it. Yeah.
to water everything that you're planting, every animal that you're taking care of, and because you don't want to run out of water with your well.
No.
And
or
then-
your- or
and
your
go that
rainwater
bad.
catchment system that you have,
Yeah,
whether that be a hole in the ground or tanks.
exactly.
Remember that it's always a rainwater catchment system. It's never the P word, because you got to have a permit for the P word. AKA pond.
That's stupid.
It's the truth.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Rain catchment
Rain catchment.
system.
Rain catchment. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So anyhow, it's gonna wrap this up before we get too deep into the weeds.
Yeah.
And thanks everybody for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Yep, we appreciate you.
If you have another idea for
we
our
got-
talk,
We got a few ideas that Buddy gave us last week.
yep. Thank
Yeah.
you, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. And Samantha, was that her name? Samantha?
Samantha Howard.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for asking.
Thanks for asking the question about selling produce. Your mother told us who you were. Saturday at the farmer's market. I didn't even know who you was. And her hot pepper jelly is really good. Thanks, Lena.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah. Make sure your mother shares some of the hot pepper relish that we gave her
With you guys,
with you guys.
because we heard you're visiting.
Yeah, we heard you're coming up this weekend, actually. Right?
Oh, yeah, I think it is.
I think it is
Yep.
this weekend.
Yep. So have a good time.
Yep, have fun with your friends and family. Keep your family close, because you only got one of them. And be nice
Yep.
to everybody.
Keep smiling, people.
See y'all.
See ya.